Oh, what is good, Z Nation? DailyXander 360. I had to do a little double check fact taking, or getting a little message there. Double checking on my DailyXander count. I realized that when I posted the podcast with me, Daniel, and Jesse, during the introduction of that podcast, I said it was DailyXander 358. It was actually DailyXander 359. So this makes it 360. I just want to state that. And I'm actively keeping track of my DailyXanders. And I'm closing in on a year-long accountability project. And it's quite exciting to get to that point, and really about to dissect my last video of marking a year and going into detail of my thoughts about it. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Summarizing or backtracking a recap of my day. Quite an enjoyable day. I was able to sleep in a little longer today. I didn't go to bed until about 2-ish. And mind you, for about the past 2 months or so, a lot of times I've been going to bed around 2 or 3. And it's all been devoted to self-educating myself during those time periods that I'm staying up so late. Certainly paying off in the mindset, and it's always good to be able to make time, and it's easy to say that, to make time to sleep, but for me, understand when I can apply my time to sleep to re-energize myself, because I certainly am a person that loves to be around people, and at the same time I need to recharge my batteries. However, you can get to a point where you get energy off of connecting with people. There does come a point, especially when you're talking to larger groups, larger crowds. Not that I've been doing much of that lately. You do need to have the energy for it in order to be captivating, charismatic, be able to connect and such. So it's being able to continue. This is always going to be a continual practice of when to recognize the batteries need to be refueled, and when I can continually on kicking, keep going, and always going back to my why, my purpose, the driving desire, the vision that I have that allows me to keep on going. So I met up with my mentor and 2 other friends for lunch at Teak Neighborhood Grill in Waterford, southern part of Orlando. Really good burger place. There were probably about 30 different burger options, if that. Lots of burgers. Really loaded up on the carbs today. Good mouth pleasures, and really just great chat, being around 3 other people that are dreamers, that are people with purpose, that have a why. And being around an atmosphere like that, your brain gets tailored on the same sequence as them, and it really allows you to stay focused, of course, and you have meaningful, hearty conversations that really solidify your time being used well and enhancing perspective for you and them, and just an enjoyable about an hour and 45 minutes spent together. And I think, well, I even talked about this with Frank, who I'm going to be doing a podcast with about a week from now on Saturday. From a high-performance standpoint, a lot of high performers will have meals with other high-performance individuals, and those actually are meals and meetings at the same time, or idea sharing, or mind exploring, or perspective building, or problem solving attached into the meal. So it really goes to show you what food and the purpose of meals are for a lot of people that have a purpose, have a desire, have a why, have a big dream, and what they do around food that creates that arena to communicate ideas, conversations, and such. So it's neat to experience that. Then afterwards, I had a monthly team meeting on Zoom with 4 other team members all across the world for an accountability group I belong to with London Real. That was nice to catch up with them. I went for about an hour or so. Really good there. And then I took about an hour nap on the park bench outside And I really enjoyed that. It's been a while since I was able to take a nap outside, and heck, I'm at a point right now I can fall asleep anywhere, it seems like, on a hard surface. And then from there, I did my 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. hospice shift. And it was really neat to talk to one of the volunteers there, Brian, and gain his perspective on the experiences he's had so far volunteering, the interactions he's had with patients, and me and him just sharing our perspectives and our experiences so far with hospice and the meaningful conversations we've had with patients and how and why we value that. And it was really cool to connect on that basis. And I always enjoy the people I interact with when I'm there, whether it's the nurses, family members that come to see patients, and not necessarily saying things all the time to the family members, because I would say to approach it with caution sometimes, is recognizing, observing social cues when you know they're not going to be particularly wanting to have a conversation. It's always interesting. I talked to a man whose wife is one of the patients. She has bone cancer. She's had bone cancer for the past 4 years, and it was just interesting for him to share a little bit of her perspective. They're coming up on their 60th anniversary, and that's amazing in itself. Being married for 60 plus years, that's awesome. And yeah, ultimately just preparing for that next phase for him and his wife. It's just always interesting to get that perspective enhancer. Every time I get done with hospice, I'm always texting my parents, or in this case tonight, I actually FaceTime both of them at different time periods throughout the night. And it's been a while since I've been in communication with them from the standpoint of having a voice call or a video call. And it was really neat to, I take it back, I didn't video call my mom, but I video called my dad. But just really having more meaningful, deep conversations has been really interesting for me, especially the past 3 months, to really get to a point now where whenever I talk to my parents, it's more in a deeper sense. It's never where I'm openly asking for advice. And in a lot of ways, I hope I'm bringing different perspectives to enhance my parents' own perspective and such. And it's been really, really neat to strengthen my relationship I have with my parents over the past year and almost now 11 months of actually not seeing them in person, and doing it all over just communication with technology. And that says a lot about how I've grown self-development wise, and I'm really, really fortunate, really grateful and appreciative that I have the self-awareness to continue want to build on a relationship with my parents being so far away. And I'm just really, really glad I had the conversations I had with my parents tonight, and know they're in a good state, health-wise, mentally-wise, and very happy for that. And then just now, got done doing my work notes from last Friday, and reading. So far, I've read 2 chapters today. I'm going to try and finish. Oh, it's going to be tough because it's going to make it really late if I do that. I still need to write my message. I'll do that in the morning then. I still need to do my message to my mentor, so I'm going to go do that right now. And so Friday, because Monday will be 361. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday is the big 365. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be a good one, I assure you, on that sense. And I'm going to have one more upload on my podcast. 2 more, I think, from the Friday one I did with some coworkers, because that went quite long. I got to get that tomorrow from Miss Katie. And yeah, just feeling excited. Getting closer to London. London's calling. London is calling. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Yes, it's going down tomorrow. 361 coming your way. Peace, love, unity, respect, and my time is getting shorter and shorter in the stucco walls of all of the Crane Roost Waterside Apartments here in Altamont Springs, 32701. What's up? Peace, love, unity, respect, passion. Dare I say no more. Tidal wave, over and out. Hoorah.